Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world or whatever time you'll be watching this video. Now, guys, breaking news from the U.S. Supreme Court. The Supreme Court upholds birthright citizenship, which is a major defeat for Donald Trump. Now, on June 30th, 2026, the U.S. Supreme Court delivered a landmark ruling striking down President Trump's executive order that sought to end birthright citizenship for certain groups. According to reporting from the Washington Post and other major outlets, the court reaffirmed a core constitutional principle. It states that almost everyone born on U.S. soil is automatically a U.S. citizen. This decision preserves over 150 years of legal precedent rooted in the 14th Amendment. Now, what did Trump try to change? Trump's executive order aimed to deny citizenship to children born in the U.S. if their parents were undocumented immigrants or temporary visa holders such as students, workers, and tourists. Now, this would have fundamentally redefined who qualifies as American, something not seen since the post-Civil War era. Now, with the Supreme Court's decision, the court ruled 6-3 against Trump's order. Chief Justice John Roberts wrote the majority opinion. The ruling included both conservative and liberal justices, showing a rare cross-ideological alignment. Now, the executive order violated the 14th Amendment, which guarantees citizenship to those born in the U.S. The court also reaffirmed a historic precedent. In an 1898 case, United States versus Wong Kim Ark, which established that children born in the U.S. are citizens regardless of their parents' status. Now, why does the 14th Amendment matters? The Citizenship Clause states that anyone born in the United States and subject to its jurisdiction is a citizen. This clause was originally created to overturn the racist Dred Scott decision and guarantee citizenship to formerly enslaved people. The court emphasized that this principle still applies broadly today. Now, 3 conservative justices disagreed. They argued that children of temporary or undocumented immigrants may not fully fall under U.S. jurisdiction. They warned the ruling could have long-term national implications. Now, what is the real-world impact? This ruling affects hundreds of thousands of births annually. Roughly 250,000 babies per year could have been impacted if Trump's order stood. Without birthright citizenship, critics warned of stateless children, legal uncertainty, massive bureaucratic complications. Now, a major takeaway from this ruling is that a president cannot change constitutional rights through executive orders, and the court made it clear that any change to birthright citizenship would require congressional action or a constitutional amendment. So we know that there's going to be a political fallout because Trump's immigration agenda suffers a major legal setback. Republican leaders expressed disappointment, and the issue is likely to shift to Congress for future legal battles. At the same time, this ruling reinforces the Supreme Court's willingness to push back on executive overreach and to uphold long-standing constitutional interpretations. Now, this wasn't just another Supreme Court case. This was a decision about identity, rights, and the very definition of what it means to be American. So for now, the court has spoken clearly. If you are born on U.S. soil, you are a citizen. But with deep political division still in play, the fight over immigration and citizenship is far from over. Well, this is some good news for some folks, guys, but I mean, we have to also remember that even if a child is born in the US, it doesn't mean that if the parents are there undocumented that they can't be, deported. It doesn't mean that undocumented people have any more rights, just because they have a child who is a US citizen. And in most cases, the parents would have to wait at least 21 years before the child can file a petition to file for the parent to become a permanent resident. So, it's good news for some, bad news for others. Well, as usual, thank you for watching, and continue to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more videos like these. Thank you, and catch you on the next one.